Before we begin, please imagine the bell notification is on and you're subscribed to Huna Stories. When my sister told me my daughter couldn't attend the wedding, she used a tone normally reserved for logistics, not apologetic, not hesitant, just administrative. We've decided to keep it adults only. I waited for the part where she acknowledged reality. You invited college friends. They're different. How? A pause, then the sentence that would echo for months. She's still a child. 17, old enough to drive, old enough to work, old enough to sit silently while being discussed like a scheduling conflict. I could have argued, listed contradictions, highlighted the obvious elasticity of the role. Instead, I said the only thing that felt structurally honest. We won't be attending. No raised voices, no dramatic fallout, just a quiet withdrawal. The silence on the other end of the phone stretched. You're seriously choosing this hill to die on? I'm choosing consistency. It's just one event, Wes. That was the problem, because just one event is rarely just one event, because exclusions have a way of revealing patterns, because my daughter heard the entire conversation from the hallway. She didn't cry, which somehow made it worse. "It's okay," she said later, with the calm detachment teenagers adopt when disappointment becomes familiar territory. "You don't have to pretend," I told her. "I'm not pretending." But she was, and we both knew it. The wedding came and went, photos flooded social media, perfect smiles, perfect lighting, perfect captions about family, love, togetherness. My absence was never mentioned, which in families is its own form of commentary. By the time December arrived, Christmas invitations began circulating with predictable optimism, because holidays, unlike weddings, carry assumptions of reset. Tradition has momentum. My mother called first. "We're all getting together this year. I know you are coming, right?" There was something careful in her voice, not warmth, caution. "As long as everyone is welcome." Another pause. "You're still on that." I was never off it. It wasn't personal. It was entirely personal. A sigh. "Can we not do this at Christmas?" "We're not doing anything." I meant it because my decision had already been made weeks earlier, not emotionally, procedurally. Christmas morning arrived, cold and bright. My daughter slept late. Teenagers and mornings have a long-standing truce. I made coffee, sat at the kitchen counter, waited. Around noon, my phone began vibrating, not burp. Message after message stacking silently. Finally, my sister. Her voice was sharp with something between confusion and outrage. "What is this?" "What is what?" "The photos." I took a slow sip of coffee. "Yes? You hosted Christmas." "I did. And didn't invite the family?" "I invited everyone who wasn't considered too young." Silence. Dense. Immediate. "That's not the same thing, isn't it? You're being ridiculous." "I'm being consistent." My mother's voice erupted faintly in the background. "Put me on speaker." Suddenly, I wasn't speaking to my sister, I was speaking to the system. "You excluded us from Christmas." "No, I mirrored your boundary." "Yes, formal event." "Yes, this is family." "Yes." Each answer landed with the same calm neutrality. No escalation, no emotional bait, just reality reflected back without distortion. My father entered the conversation, voice tight with restrained irritation. "You're punishing everyone over a misunderstanding." "I'm clarifying expectations." "You're tearing this family apart." "No." Another easy truth. "I'm describing its conditions." "You're acting like a child." "I'm acting like an adult who listens when rules are explained." The silence that followed felt different, less angry, more destabilized, because anger thrives on emotional reaction, not structural logic. "You knew that wasn't what we meant," my sister said finally, voice thinner now. "I knew exactly what you meant. It wasn't about her specifically. It never is." Another pause, longer, uncomfortable, because generalizations are safer until they're applied personally. You're making this awkward for everyone. It was already awkward. You could have talked to me. I did. You could have compromised. I did. You're enjoying this. That one almost made me laugh. There is a persistent belief that boundaries equal revenge, that calm equals cruelty. I didn't shout, I said quietly. I didn't argue. I adjusted. My mother spoke again, softer now. So that's it. This is how things are? I don't know. And for the first time, that answer was honest rather than defensive, because something fundamental had shifted, not relationships, awareness, because conditional acceptance, once visible, cannot easily return to invisibility, because everyone now understood the mechanism. In the days that followed, reactions came in waves, some defensive, some conciliatory, some strangely silent. My sister eventually called again. Different tone this time, less authority, more uncertainty. You really think we were unfair? I considered the question, the framing, the subtle hope for softening. I think you didn't expect the rule to apply both ways. Silence, then quietly, she's not a child. No, I said gently, she isn't. We didn't resolve anything. Families rarely do in single conversations, but something quieter settled between us, not agreement, recognition. And sometimes that is the real turning point, not the conflict, but the moment the rules stop being invisible.